broken my spirit, Jonas. Don't break my heart as well.
What have you done with her?
You guilty.
The curse of this family is the love of self. It always has been.
Charles Dickens' Martin Chuzzlewit on Masterpiece Theater.
Sunday at 9.
And she was being pushed and pushed and pushed. I don't think she was eager to take that flight.
There was a lack of focus. She simply was not preparing properly for it.
Flight is successful, which approximates the equator.
There is her own puzzling disregard for such obvious professional necessities as knowing the Morse code or how to operate a radio, and the fact that the Queen of the Air was not the best of pilots.
Laboratory equipped with the latest of instruments.
To succeed, Earhart would need months of preparation and a lot of luck. In the end, she had neither.
It was the disappearance of Amelia that created the legend.
Water, in the form of rain, rivers, glaciers, and sea, dominates every facet of life in Southeast Alaska. Water sculpted the topography, influenced the history, and shapes the environment today. Water binds communities together and isolates them from the world outside. And water created the rainforest called Tongass.
To me, the essence of Southeast Alaska is lushness, a land that's covered with an incredible richness and diversity of plant life, especially. The essence of Southeast Alaska, too, is rain. Without the rain, we don't have the lushness.
This lushness comes from year-round moisture. More than 100 inches of precipitation falls annually over much of this land. In winter, it accumulates as snow. Enough gathers in the mountains to fuel more than 50 major glaciers. Because it receives more rain than the plants actually need, the Tongass is defined as a rainforest. The largest rainforests are in the tropics and occupy 3% of the Earth's surface. Temperate rainforests are 1/20th their size and are located along shorelines. Temperate rainforests are found in the South Pacific, Asia, Northern Europe, Chile, and the northwest coast of North America. This temperate rainforest runs from Washington State through British Columbia and Alaska's Inside Passage to Kodiak Island. It is the largest temperate rainforest in the world, and at its heart is America's largest national forest, the Tongass. The Tongass National Forest covers 90% of Alaska's southeastern panhandle. Here, water and land fit together like parts of a giant jigsaw puzzle. The Coast Range Mountains drop abruptly into the Pacific and form a chain of 1,000 islands. The protected waters between the islands and the mainland are the Inside Passage. The short distance between the cold waters of the North Pacific and the hard ice of the mountain tops contains the variety of the Tongass. The variety of the Tongass may be seen at every different elevation in the forest. The shoreline, for example, is marked by tidal flats, estuaries, and river deltas. The Stikine River Delta is prime habitat for thousands of birds.
First, we have the bald eagles that come in and concentrate, and what we believe is that they're concentrating for the hooligan run, or the smelt, that come in mid-April. And we've estimated a peak of about 1,600 eagles that come in here, and we believe this is about the second largest concentration of bald eagles in North America, next to the chilcat. Then, about the time the eagles are kind of falling off in numbers and the smelt run's dying out, is the snow geese start coming in. And we have documented anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 snow geese that concentrate on the flats out there.
Eagles and snow geese are followed by spring migrations of shorebirds. There may be as many as 300,000 when they peak in early May. One of the most common shorebirds is the sandpiper.
Seeing large numbers of these shorebirds, 150, 200,000 birds in one flock, is really a magnificent sight. The flashes, it's like a kaleidoscope as the birds move and wave through the air. The undersides are white and the tops are brownish, and so as the birds fly and wheel and turn, the flashes of white of parts of the flock are waving through the air. It's a sight that one would never forget.
Rising up from the shoreline is the thick forest, which accounts for about 60% of the Tongass. This is the luxuriant, temperate rainforest environment of dominating hemlock, spruce, and cedar. The tallest trees tower 200 feet over the small plants on the forest floor.
This is a 2-year-old seedling of a hemlock, and it's most likely not going to make it. It's too shaded, but if a tree falls over and there's more light, it might grow into a giant dominant of the rainforest.
Left undisturbed, the forest undergoes a natural cycle of growth and decay. Old trees fall and decompose. Nutrients return to the soil. The new openings in the canopy allow light to reach the forest floor. Shrubs and young trees surge upward. As trees grow, the canopy gradually closes. The forest cycle continues.
I've measured trees as much as 750 years old here in the Tongass, and we know the cedars can exceed 1,000 years of age. But a typical dominant tree in an old-growth forest here is generally in the range of 200 to 500 years old.
Oh, yeah. Good shot.
Many streams in the Tongass are home to spawning salmon. The fish attract hungry bears. A few streams attract so many bears that sightings are almost guaranteed. Because so many people come to watch black bears at Annan Creek, facilities have been built to accommodate the public and protect the animals.
This is a good spot to watch. They'll also come out right here by this fence and walk down here, go right down there, and in that pool, can you see the fish down in there? They'll catch a fish in there. Sometimes they'll come right here and sit and eat.
Muskegs and bogs are interspersed throughout the forest. These poorly drained areas have soil so oxygen deficient and acidic that trees die out. A thick layer of spongy, decaying organic material accumulates. The few trees that continue to grow have stunted shapes that belie their age. Shore pines in the muskeg areas of the Tongass can be 200 years old, but still remarkably small in size.
When you get high enough in the mountains here, you eventually run out of trees. And in the high country, there are big green sprawls of meadows that are just drawn like cloth over the mountains. And that's a world unto itself.
In the Tongass, this world above timberline starts at about 2,500 feet. On some grassy ridges, distinct trails have been cut, not by the hand of man, but by the feet of generations of grizzly bears. For thousands of years, bears have placed their paws exactly over the prints of their ancestors. Like this dotted path, other trails lead to the top of the Tongass.
The lower slopes in that valley there you can actually see the bare ice in a few of the crevasses, and usually those are covered with snow in June. That's the Ptarmigan Glacier.
The Ptarmigan is one of 38 glaciers flowing from the 1,500 square mile Juneau ice field. Alpine hikers may approach the glaciers on foot. Many more take their view of the frozen Tongass from the air. This expanse of snow and ice may look inhospitable, but since 1959, the Juneau ice field has been the summertime home for researchers. Global warming has been one area of study.
At 22?
It's going to be very low density. The glaciers that stem from the Juneau ice field are acutely sensitive to climatic change. The Mendenhall Glacier, for example, in the past 240 years has had 16 major pulsations. Inland 500 miles, the small glaciers there, in that period of 240 years have only had 2 fluctuations, 2 moraines. So you can see we're very sensitive to relatively small climatic changes that have great global significance.
Today, permanent snow and ice cover 10% of southeast Alaska. 20,000 years ago, at the height of the last ice age, ice covered everything except the highest mountain peaks. The advancing glaciers carved today's landscape. Then the climate warmed. The retreating glaciers left behind ocean-filled fjords.